A Nintendo DS exists. Entitled Kid, it's free real estate.
It's free real estate.
Yo, what's going on, guys? Pavgil here, welcome back to the channel. Today we are doing something a little bit different. There is no face cam, and that is because I am doing a Reddit video. Now, Reddit has been something I wanted to do for a long time, but yeah, sorry, just bumped my mic. But now we are finally doing it. I got permission from the poster, as long as I keep it anonymous, so I'm going to be keeping it anonymous. So from here on out, there's going to be subtitles on the screen, but if you want to just listen to this podcast style, that is your choice entirely. You can literally put me in a different tab and go on Reddit, do your homework, whatever you want to do. I don't care, just I want to get this story across. So this person has put this up 6 days ago, and I texted or messaged them saying, can I actually upload this? And they said yes, as long as I kept it anonymous. So let us go. This has 1,000 upvotes. If you can't afford to eat out, don't try to trick people into covering for you after the bill arrives. Medium length. This one might be a bit long. Apologies in advance. Maybe it was my bad for not checking to see if my brother, EB, had the means to pay for himself and his family for dinner, but lesson learned. This is one of many attempts my brother has tried to swindle me and or my husband out of money, but for some reason this one sticks out the most. Probably because my poor husband got caught in the middle of this one. I called this the Great Dim Sum Incident of 2013. Cast of characters, let's go through them. EB, entitled brother. SIL, EB's wife, my sister-in-law, also entitled. Duh. MIL, EB's mother-in-law, SIL's mom, even worse. K1, nephew number 1, sweet kid. K2, nephew number 2, sweet kid times 2. Hubby, my husband, me, duh. Now, let's get right into it. Setting, Christmas, 2013. Christmas Eve, EB calls me and asks if my hubby and I wanted to go out for dim sum on Christmas Day. Considering EB's wife is of European stock and her family celebrates Christmas Eve, they have Christmas Day open. My own in-laws were out of town, so we decided, yeah, sure, we joined them. EB's and my parents were long gone. That'll come around to another story, because I have read all these stories, well, unless she's uploaded more. Okay. Now, anyone who is familiar with dim sum knows that it's a madhouse on a good day, and it's amplified tenfold on Christmas Day. No matter what, we donned our football gear and got our table for 7. We got seated after about 20 minutes because madhouse, and while we were waiting for the carts to roll by, my hubby and I gave K1 and K2 and MIL their Christmas presents. EB, SIL, hubby and I don't exchange gifts. All good. Everyone had their fill, and despite the pandemonium inside the restaurant, we all had a good time. Then it was time to settle the bill. For 7 people, the bill came to about $80 and change before tax and tip. Pretty reasonable. I was doing some quick maths in my head and figured hubby and I were going Dutch with EB and his family, meaning we'd pay approximately $30 plus our share of the tax and tip for our portion, while EB would cover for his family. It was still stupidly busy inside, so hubby said he and EB would settle the bill while I took K1 and K2 outside to play until they were done. Sil and Mill stayed inside as well. 10 minutes go by, and hubby, who is easily one of the most patient people I know, seriously, he has the patience of God, I think that was supposed to be, I swear, exited the restaurant with the darkest expression on his face. He walked over to me and gently, but firmly, took my arm and hissed, "We're leaving," and led me toward the car. Confused, I gave the boys the goodbye hugs and waved to the other adults, though it didn't strike me until later that EB and SIL wouldn't look me in the eye. After getting in the car, I looked at my hubby and said, "Okay, what was that all about?" He took a deep breath and explained. When he and EB got to the counter to pay, the hostess asked if it would be together or separate. Hubby said separate, but then EB took out his wallet and said he had no money, and his credit cards were maxed. Hubby was about to rail into him, but SIL and MIL then chimed in and accused him of wanting to deliberately spoil Christmas for their two kids, and how selfish it would be not to cover the bill because 1, it would embarrass them, and 2, it was Christmas, and you guys have more money than us and can afford it. Not wanting to make a scene in a crowded venue, Hubby ended up paying the whole thing, albeit grudgingly. To his credit, EB offered $5 because it was all he had, but Hubby told him to keep it because it was obvious he needed it more. EB and SIL have tried inviting us out a few times since, but burned once, twice shy kind of thing. But not the first time they've tried to use their kids to get money out of us, but that's another post for another day, and another video for another day. Edit, TLDR, EB invites us out for Christmas meal, purposely shows with no money, guilts Hubby into paying by using their kids, and accuses him of ruining their Christmas if he didn't pay. Now, couple of thoughts on this. How selfish does someone have to be? Like, seriously. He goes out of his way to invite his sibling, and the husband, so I'm going to guess it's his sister, but I'm not sure. It could be a brother. I'll just say sibling. He goes out of his way to invite his sibling to dinner, brings his family, including the mother-in-law, and then, at the end of it, he has no money. That is the most selfish thing ever. If someone did that to me, I'd walk out. I'd say, oh no, he's getting the bill, and I'd walk out. Leave it at that. But Jesus, man, that is terrible. That is absolutely terrible. So, this is the first of a saga of things. Now, the next one's going to be in another video, of course, because I can't cover all of them into one video, and this video is going to be about 8 minutes long, maybe a little bit less. And I don't want to have too long of a Reddit video. So if you guys did enjoy this video, leave a like, comment, and subscribe. My name is Pav Gill, and I appreciate your assistance. Bye!